Just listen to Mirror Mirror by RWBY when you read the first few minutes. Weiss, tell me something. Who's the loneliest one of all? The performance ends as the lights still focused on her as she curtsy and the light fades out. Willow, that was a lovely song. Whitley, but it's also sad since it embodies her own life. She looks to him. Whitley, she's always looked upon as the successor of the company, especially now as I've left. Willow, Whitley, it's not your fault she's in the state. That's your sperm donor's doing. Whitley, you know I thought you were a true lady. Willow, I learned that from my first love, and I will never love anyone else besides him. Whitley, this is the first I've heard of this man. What's he like? Willow, oh, where do I start? Oh, he had the most beautiful red eyes I've ever seen. Whitley, how did you two met? Willow, it was actually in a bar when he was passing through Atlas and she bumps into someone. It was none other than Jock. Watch where you're going. He and Weiss and Winter looked behind them to see Willow as Whitley recalled his helmet hiding his face. Jock, Willow, and who's this man? She looks to see that Whitley was already back in combat mode. Weiss then went in between the two. Weiss, what? You're still not through making my family miserable. Willow, Weiss, he's not. Winter, you. As she begins to draw her weapon as Whitley was drawing in. Jock, now, we can maybe come to a compromise. As he eyes the technology and weaponry. Jock, what do you want in exchange for the return of my wife? Whitley, I don't want anything from you. He said, laced with venom. Jock, I see, such a shame. He snaps his fingers as Atlassian soldiers and Winter prepare to take them in. As Whitley dropped another smoke bomb and picks up his mother and used his retro booster to skate away. Radio chatter. Whitley, this is Admiral Schnee at Atlas Grid Mark 100 bearing 20. I need an emergency evac. Marrow, this is Warhammer, we're en route. Whitley avoided multiple attempts to freeze his legs by Weiss as Winter was in hot pursuit. He then dropped his mother as an arm smacks Whitley away, crashing into the ground. It was an Atlassian paladin. Whitley, since when did Atlas deploy that? He struggles to stand as he was disoriented. Weiss tried to get her mother until stun round smacks her in the side, knocking her away. Whitley threw a flare marking his position. Winter, surrender now. Don't make this harder than what it needs to be. Then a dropship came speeding through as the door opens and troopers rain stun rounds after stun rounds on the Atlassian force. Whitley used the distraction to grab his mother and retro his way to the ship. Whitley, we're aboard, get us out of here. Warhammer, roger that. The ship then blazes through the night as Winter shouts in anger at the captors. Later, Jaune, Warden. A communication line was established with the strike force. Jaune, that was utterly stupid, Whitley. I taught you better not to put yourself and others in danger. Willow, no. He didn't do this, it was all my idea. I just wanted to see my daughter and how she's doing. Jaune, I see. I'll just let this pass, Whitley. But make sure when you pull another stunt like that, inform the rest of us, so we can back you up. You had me worried sick. Whitley looked at Jaune that he had more white hair. Whitley, I'm sorry, Jaune, I'll tell you next time I try. Okay. Jaune, okay. I'll see you later, I need to deal with another problem. Whitley, what is it? Jaune, there's white fang movement in the train tracks near Forever Falls. I'll lead a strike force to deal with it. You get some rest, you look terrible. Whitley, even you would look terrible if a paladin smacks you around. Jaune, you encountered the prototype. Whitley, no, it was a complete model. Jaune, damn, we need a countermeasure for that. Whitley, I have just the idea. I'm gonna use your prototype template and finish it with Dr. Polandina. Penny, ooh, can I join you? Whitley, sure, more help would be welcomed. Jaune, alright, sounds like a plan, Rico out. Then the line ends. Willow, don't you need rest? Whitley, I'll sleep when I hand out the schematics to the doctor. I'll be fine. Already checked out to have only minor bruising. Willow, okay, take good care of yourself, I'll make breakfast for you tomorrow, okay honey? Whitley, thanks mom. He then make his way to the warden's research and development facilities. Dr. Polandina was finishing the touches on the new weapon Addo Ness. He then looks behind him. Pietro, Admiral, Penny, to what do I owe this pleasant visit? Whitley, we need a countermeasure for the Atlassian Paladin. Pietro, that would be difficult since Atlas is known for its automatons even without me handling their R&D. Whitley, oh, John was the one who came up with this one, but I finalized its design. Can you begin with this project ASAP? Pietro, for the two of you, anything. What's the project called? Whitley, Project Marauder. A few days later, an SDC train was moving through Forever Falls railway system. Then a couple of shadowy figures lands on top of it. Unknown to them, a dropship was nearing the train from behind.